Hi everyone! It's almost time for Easter and hot cross buns are a must in my house. Today I'll be showing you how I make hot cross buns. Delicious, soft, mildly spiced buns. The ingredients you would need are 350 grams of all-purpose flour. To that I've added 3/4 teaspoon salt, 50 grams of sugar, white granulated sugar, 60 grams each of Tutty Fruity and raisins. I prefer using the golden raisins. You can use any raisins you wish. 2 teaspoons of orange zest, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and quarter teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. 50 grams of unsalted butter, 150 ml of whole milk, 1 egg and 2 teaspoons of yeast. Here I've used instant yeast, which does not need proofing. It can be directly added to the flour. If you'd like to use active dry yeast, I'll put the details down in the description box. Now let me show you how to grate the orange zest. With a fine grater, you grate only the topmost layer of the orange, just like this. That is a part which is packed with the aroma of the orange. So now in a bowl, let's go ahead and add all the dry ingredients. All-purpose flour or Maida along with the salt, orange zest, cinnamon powder and the nutmeg powder. Now let's add the sugar as well. Stir it with a whisk until everything is very well combined. Now let's add the 2 teaspoons of yeast. And mix it well again. So now let's mix the wet ingredients. First we add the softened butter, then the egg, combine it well. And now we'll add the milk. The milk should be warm so that it melts the butter. Now let's go ahead and add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Mix it well with the spatula itself. You need not use your hands right now. Okay, now the reason why I like to use unsalted butter is because the salt content in different brands of butter is different. So it's always better to use unsalted butter and measure your salt and add it to the recipe so that the taste is consistent whenever you make it. So it's time now to wash your hands and start kneading the dough. Initially the dough is going to be very sticky and tacky, but you need to keep going and in some time your dough is going to be manageable. Can you see how the texture has changed? But we're not there yet. Continue kneading for some more time. This is after approximately 10 minutes of kneading. So this is how your dough should be. It should spring back when you press into it. Now you take a bowl. I have taken the same bowl in which I had measured the dry ingredients. Add some oil to it so that when you add the dough to the bowl, it should not stick to the bottom. Brush the top with some oil too. Cover and keep it for approximately 2 hours or until the dough is doubled in size. So this is how it is after around 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now you go ahead and start flattening the dough just like that and add the Tutti Fruity and the raisins. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys is I'd soaked the raisins for around 30 minutes so that they're all juicy and plump. Now you just gently go ahead and add the raisins and the Tutti Frutti in the dough so that they're well incorporated. This is how your dough should look. Now I divided the dough into 8 equal portions. I like to weigh my dough, but you can eyeball it as well. It's just so that I get equal sized buns. Now you flatten the dough on the palm of your hand and start folding it inwards so that you get a nice round shape. Continue doing it with all the other pieces. Now here I've brushed the buns with oil and covered it with a plastic wrap. Keep it aside in a warm place to rise for around 45 minutes. And once they're risen, they'll look like this. Now I'm brushing them with something that is called an egg wash. It's basically a mixture of egg whites and milk. This is to get a beautiful golden top on the buns. Now here I have a mixture of Maida and some water to form the cross on the buns. The consistency should be exactly like this. If it's any thinner, it's going to be very runny. So I've gone ahead and added it to a piping bag now to form the crosses on the buns. Once done, we bake these buns in a preheated oven of 180 for 15 minutes, and then we lower the temperature to 160 for another 5 minutes. And this is how they would look. Can you see that beautiful golden top? That is the result of the egg wash. And for the lovely glossy finish, I have taken some jam in a bowl and microwaved it for 20 seconds. And then brush it all over the buns. And it gives that traditional glossy look that hot cross buns have. Look at how pretty they are. The perfect hot cross buns. So soft and so delicious. Let me just open one and show you. Look at that. We totally love these hot cross buns in our house, and I'm sure you're going to love it too. So I really hope you give this recipe a try and let me know how you found it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.